What's up everyone, this is Tony with JRNYcrypto. In today's video we're going to be discussing cryptocurrency and why I think it's headed to new all-time highs for global market cap, as well as the Nasdaq hitting new all-time highs as well. The stock market is recovering very quickly due to the endless printing the governments around the world are doing. So I'm going to be going over all that and some important bullish data that shows the cryptocurrency space is headed to new all-time highs. Before we get started, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, hit the bell to be notified when I make new videos. I'm doing 5 cryptocurrency videos per week, and be sure to comment below what are your thoughts on the cryptocurrency space at this current time and where do you think it's headed end of 2020. So early this morning, Donald Trump posted Nasdaq hits all-time high. Just crazy the stock market was able to recover this quickly, especially after that huge dip we had mid-March. Crypto also had a very similar dip, but actually went down further than the stock market did. So the crypto space has recovered greatly as well. We also had the Bitcoin halving, which already occurred, and some other big things coming up. So I definitely think the crypto space is going to be following this trend upwards. So this was an interesting photo in reply to Donald Trump. New all-time highs, Nasdaq, while everyone's rioting in the streets. The pandemic is still going. I'm hearing there's going to be a second wave of COVID-19 in the winter, and that's definitely going to hurt the economy a lot. Robert Kiyosaki was talking about this as well. The economy can't handle another wave of this, so we'll see what happens, especially with everyone grouping up for protests and riots. I definitely think the COVID-19 is going to be spreading much quicker again. So here's the chart showing Nasdaq hitting the all-time highs early this morning. So the 1-year change is 28.5%. The year to date is 11%. Just crazy in my opinion. This was able to recover so quickly, especially after that huge drop off in mid-March. So still doing good, just hit all-time highs, just insane. Definitely think this is because all the printing the governments have been doing to prop up the economy. If they didn't do that type of printing, I think we'd be in a much worse situation, definitely in a recession right now. So I definitely think this is going to cause some huge amount of inflation, which is going to be coming in the next year to 2 years. We're definitely going to be seeing that reflect in the prices of goods. So generally it's 2 to 3% inflation per year, but I definitely think over the next couple of years it could be anywhere from 5 to 10%, and we could see a massive spike in the greatest amount of inflation in the United States in history. So I definitely think we're going to be seeing this type of growth in the cryptocurrency space very soon. A lot of people are getting very bullish. There's a lot of data out there. I'm going to show you guys some very important stuff as well. Many altcoins are seeing 3,000 to 1,000% return on investment in very short periods of time. Lots of stuff going on. So I'm going to be showing you guys some of that in this video as well. But crypto global market cap, after the Bitcoin halving, 900 less Bitcoin coming into circulation every single day, while demand is surging and going up more and more. I definitely think we're going to be headed to new all-time highs, especially in 2021. Could be by the end of 2020 though. Just depends how things move along here and how quickly everything reopens and how the economy is doing in general as well. So crypto global market cap right now is sitting around $280 billion. We did get close to the 1 trillion peak of the last bull run, going over 800 billion. So we're still very low compared to the peak of the last bull run. But I definitely think the peak of the next bull run is going to be in the trillions, probably multi-trillion global market cap. So I definitely think that's coming, breaching that $1 trillion global market cap in the crypto space for the first time. A lot of people are going to be bullish on Ethereum and Cardano ADA as well because they're launching staking and their new mainnets. A lot of small altcoins, their mainnets have been coming up and going up 3,000 to 1,000% in a very short period of time. And I'm going to show you some of these altcoins as well. So SparkPoint SRK is probably the best performing altcoin in the past couple months in the cryptocurrency space. Definitely the best performing altcoin that I'm holding. So if you guys can see this chart, the 1 week change is 500%, the 1 month change 1,200%, 3 month change 2,100%. That's 21x your investment. So if you put $1,000 into SRK, you would now have $21,000. If you had put $10,000 at that time, you would now have $210,000 worth of SRK. Just insane return on investment. Definitely the best performing altcoin that I've been holding. If you guys been watching my monthly SparkPoint videos, the price was only around 0.4 sats at that time a month ago, and now hovering around 4 to 5 sats. It even touched 7 sats very briefly. And this crypto altcoin is still at a very low market cap, just a few million. It's just because it started in the 100,000s that it had such a huge return on investment, and it could still be such a low market cap. So it's still pretty new to the game. It's only about a year old project. They're doing some pretty big things. I recommend you go to my YouTube channel and watch the recent SparkPoint video I did, SparkPoint SRK up 1000%. Some very good information here on the project, what they're doing, what they're building, and all the utility they're building for the token as well. So definitely a good token to have on your radar. So I think the crypto space overall is going to be pretty bullish and definitely be going towards new all-time highs in the global market cap, which is probably going to be around $1 trillion global market cap for the first time. I definitely think that's coming up very quickly, especially once inflation starts kicking in the next year. So there is a lot of bullish data as well on the crypto space. Glassnode is a great website to use for this. So Bitcoin balance on exchanges reaches 2 years low. USDT supply going parabolic. This is a very bullish sign. So the gold line here being the amount of Bitcoin held on exchanges drastically dropping over time, while USDT is going up more and more. So this is a great sign showing that people are taking more and more Bitcoin out of circulation and storing it for long-term holding. At the same time, a lot of USDT is being printed, which means a lot of people are trading, and that's a lot of money that could flow into Bitcoin and other cryptos. So definitely a bullish sign in my opinion. Another very bullish thing that happened was the Bitcoin halving that happened mid-May. So this chart here shows previous halvings. This was the third halving we just had. Historically, each halving has had a huge run-up after the Bitcoin halving occurred. So once the Bitcoin halving occurs, half the amount of Bitcoin comes into circulation every day from mining. So what we were just at was 1,800 Bitcoins being created every single day. That was now cut in half to 900 Bitcoins coming into circulation every day. So every day that passes, there's 900 less Bitcoin that's in circulation. That's pretty huge once you go months and years down the line. So with the Bitcoin halving, we have the inflation rate of Bitcoin dropping. At the same time, USD fiat currencies, the inflation rate is drastically increasing because they just keep printing more and more, especially through this pandemic. If we have a second wave of the pandemic as well with COVID-19, they're going to have to be printing more and more money as well. So things could get way worse before they get better. So I definitely think this is a formula that would make Bitcoin have a massive run up, especially with Bitcoin being a safe haven against inflation. People are now looking to Bitcoin and cryptos and gold as a safe haven asset to keep their money safe and to actually make more money off their money rather than lose purchasing power by just holding the money in their savings account or other assets. So more bullish data, 60% of Bitcoin supply hasn't moved in over a year, showing increased investor holding behavior. Last time we saw these levels was right before the Bitcoin bull market of 2017, and that's when we had Bitcoin price run up to $20,000 very quickly. So just in a short period of time, once FOMO kicks in, the price of Bitcoin can really pick up and skyrocket very quickly. Altcoins, usually this happens much quicker because they have a much smaller market cap, and many altcoins don't have as much awareness. So once they do big things and everyone picks up on them, some of them go parabolic in price like SRK just did. I definitely think Cardano ADA is going to be having this effect at the end of July because they are launching their Shelly mainnet, and that will introduce staking, as well as they have a Coinbase listing coming very shortly after that. So we have more and more Bitcoin being taken out of circulation for long-term holding, and the amount of investors increasing at the same time as the third Bitcoin halving, cutting the amount of Bitcoin that's created per day in half. Very bullish factors, in my opinion, that will lead us towards the next bull market that will hit that $1 trillion crypto global market cap for the first time. Also, a very important factor is that many millionaires are looking to Bitcoin and crypto as a safe haven asset and a hedge against inflation. Billionaire Paul Tudor Jones announced he keeps a couple percent in Bitcoin, which is millions of dollars considering he's a billionaire. So him announcing this really opens the eyes of many other millionaires and people to also be doing this. So I definitely think this is going to have an effect, especially once inflation starts kicking in. So Robert Kiyosaki has actually been promoting Bitcoin a lot and gave a Bitcoin prediction of $75,000 in the next 3 years. Pretty huge in my opinion. I definitely think it's going to be hitting this price in 2021 with the rate of everything and how it's all going. But he is definitely warning everyone about the economy collapse coming and the second wave of COVID-19. He's biggest on gold and real estate, but now he's bullish on Bitcoin as well. I'm sure he has a few altcoins also, but definitely a huge name promoting Bitcoin. Also, Max Kaiser, he's been invested in Bitcoin since the beginning. He actually promoted buying $1 of Bitcoin per day back in 2011. And if you did this, just $1 a day, you would now be a multi-millionaire off of $1 a day, less than the cost of a cup of coffee every day. So just insane when you think about this. He actually tweeted recently that he recommends people invest at least a small amount into Bitcoin and crypto, even if it is still $1 a day. So I'm going to play a quick clip from this video of Max Kaiser talking about Bitcoin and USD basically becoming worthless eventually, and the price of Bitcoin being infinity because eventually the US dollar will die, as all other fiat currencies have in history.
Is toast. The dollar's going, like every other paper money in history, to zero. And you say, where's gold going? Is it going to 5,000, to 10,000? It doesn't matter. In dollar terms, gold is going to infinity. In dollar terms, Bitcoin is going to infinity because the dollar is going to zero, like every piece of garbage fiat money before it.
So Max Kaiser is huge on Bitcoin because he got in at dollars, and the US dollar, he says, is eventually going to die. He also talks about China in this video creating a digital cryptocurrency that's going to wipe out the US dollar, and basically that new cryptocurrency China is working on will become the primary currency of the world. So definitely a very interesting interview. If you guys want to watch this, I'll put a link in the video description. Some very important information in here about fiat currency, China, as well as cryptocurrencies and gold. So overall, there's many reasons why crypto is pretty bullish right now. A lot of data, a lot of big names are investing and promoting Bitcoin, as well as it being a hedge against inflation now. Also, the Bitcoin halving just happened. So something else very important coming up in the crypto space that I think is much bigger than the Bitcoin halving that just occurred is the fact that Ethereum is switching to ETH2, and they'll be offering staking, which allows the investor to earn passive income off their cryptocurrency holdings, as well as Cardano ADA is going to be able to do this as well. I definitely think Cardano is going to be first to launch this. They're a smaller market cap crypto, but definitely have the potential to make a huge profit still, only around 8 cents still. So Ethereum 2, I think, is going to be launching end of 2020, if not early 2021. So there are many altcoins in the crypto space that currently offer staking, but they're nowhere near as big as Ethereum in terms of market cap. So Ethereum being the second biggest project in the cryptocurrency space, adding staking to this project is massive, and I think a lot of people really aren't anticipating how big of a move this will create. Tons of people are going to be taking Ethereum out of circulation to increase their staking bag and earn more passive income. The first year for staking is said to have around 10%, which is pretty huge if you consider the return on investment from other traditional markets and investments being around 3 to 5% average. So around a 10% that you're earning, getting paid in Ethereum as well, not USD. So as you're holding Ethereum now, you're going to be able to earn passive income on it paid in Ether, and your value of your Ether is going to be going up while you're holding as well. So I think that's a win-win, and I think a lot of traditional investors are actually going to be investing in coins like Ether and Cardano ADA for the first time because of this. So Bitcoin doesn't offer this, and I definitely think Ethereum being the second biggest project is going to create a lot of attention, especially if big websites like Coinbase and Uphold offer staking directly on their platform. They currently do this for the altcoin Tezos, and that had a huge effect on the project as well. About 90% or more of Tezos is held in staking. So if you consider that, tons of Ethereum are going to be taken out of circulation for staking. There's going to be a massive surge of demand for Ethereum as well as Cardano ADA, which I think is coming very soon. As soon as Cardano announced the new roadmap leading up to the launch of Shelley Mainnet, it had a pretty big price surge of around 40 to 50%, starting around 5 cents. Before the announcement, it was even at 3 cents before that after the mid-March dip. It was at around 2.5 cents if you bought it at that time. Now being over 8 cents, it did touch 9 cents briefly. So I think as we get closer to the end of July, this price is going to increase steadily, and I think there's going to be a huge surge of demand at the end of July, especially if Cardano is on time with launching and everything, and then they could get that Coinbase listing as well shortly after. So for the first time in a while, we've been seeing many altcoins surging in price leading up to their mainnet or launching of staking. Zilliqa just had a huge price rise leading up to their new launch and offering staking. Starting out about half a cent, now around 2.5 cents. People are still bullish on this one as well. Theta launched their mainnet as well. As you guys can see, the price went up a lot, starting around 7 cents, went all the way up to around 60 cents very briefly and dropped back off at the launch of their mainnet 2. Now hovering around 25 cents, which is still a huge return on investment if you invested around 7 or 8 cents, which is where it was at before the announcement of mainnet. So lately, many people have been buying the testnet and then selling the mainnet. What this means is you buy the cryptocurrency knowing they're in testnet and that they are working on something big that they're launching. And then shortly before the mainnet launch, a day or two before, you sell it at a peak profit. And then usually after the mainnet launch, it does have a correction in price, but it's still much higher. So a way that many people are picking up more coins is buying early on in the testnet and then selling the mainnet and then buying back in lower, and you're able to increase your stack of that cryptocurrency. Go, another cryptocurrency, had a huge run up lately. Just a lot of projects that are getting very bullish, and many projects are launching their mainnets and staking. I think the entire cryptocurrency space is going to be leaning towards staking just because it allows their investors to lock up the coins at the same time as get rewarded. So it takes tons of the cryptocurrency out of circulation, which definitely helps the price rise as demand is increasing and supply is decreasing. That's just a very bullish formula that definitely is going to help the entire cryptocurrency space move along and increasing global market cap very quickly. So Ethereum, the second biggest crypto, launching staking, as well as Cardano ADA, top 10 crypto, also launching staking by end of 2020. It's just going to be massive for the crypto space. I'm definitely more bullish on these two things than I am on the Bitcoin halving. So that's about it for today's video. I hope you guys found it useful. Please comment below, what are your thoughts on the cryptocurrency space and where is it headed by the end of 2020? I'm definitely interested to hear what you guys have to say. Also, if you guys haven't, you can check out my recent videos. I did that video on SparkPoint, as well as a video on staking the best coins to stake. So check those out if you haven't already, and be sure to subscribe. I'm doing 5 cryptocurrency videos a week. Thank you guys again for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.